Kink, yes, that's the map's name, is a decade-old map. Like many maps before it, it was ported into the workshop, its original page being on GameMaps.com. Now, the interesting part of all of this is that the map's description states that it was playtested on expert realism. I think this is one of the only times I've seen a map state that it was primarily tested on expert realism. The description also says that this map was designed to be extremely difficult. The last time I heard a map trying to be difficult and state it is difficult was By Mountain. This map is a work in progress, but I doubt it'll ever be finished, similar to Twilight Forest, since it's been a decade now since this has been released. The survivors ended up on a dock. This is how Kink starts. You quickly realize that the map has single weapon pickups, as well as being very limited with its pickups in general. This is where the map actually shines, since items are hidden in a very clever way, to the point where each pickup it's like its own mini quest. This is emphasized by the sound effect that plays every time you find a specific item that is hidden. I gotta say, it's amazing. Well balanced exploration mixed with puzzles that reward players who care and slow down and appreciate the map. This style of finding items and supplies is so common in so many old video games, and for good reason. It's tried and true. The problem is that the map is riddled with trolls. And it even mixes the exploration with the trolls. Why? Why punish the player for exploring such good map design, such deliberately good, well-placed items? I have no clue. It's a real shame. I'd almost say it's self-sabotaging. I really mean it. The first example is right at the start of the map, where the military guns you down. And this whole military being hostile thing is never followed up in the entire campaign, probably because it was never finished. The next point of interest is this puzzle. From a technical standpoint, it is impressive. It works, has no bugs, and is responsive. When you pull a valve, there is a sound effect and visual confirmation of what's being changed. There is no confusion here. Though it is very complicated to understand, that doesn't take away from it, since you could just find a guide from this guy, a custom app Easter egg finder. The most important part is that this very complicated puzzle is just for items and supplies. It's completely optional, and if you do it, it rewards you with amazing supplies. Like honestly, the map creator didn't really need to make such a complex puzzle optional. Further ahead, you get this interesting choice. You go to one certain path that tanks activate, kind of like an anti-solo rush. Or if you go the other path, you can just completely bypass these tanks. So either rush ahead of your teammates and activate the tanks, or maybe two people are rushing ahead and they activate the tanks, which to be honest, in this enclosed space, there's nothing you can really do about them. Or work together and bypass the tanks. Lifting the iron pipes doesn't really do anything other than give you a couple of seconds of a head start in front of the tanks, which allows you to bypass them if a horde doesn't unluckily spawn in front of you. It's an interesting way to keep a team together, I must say. This marks the end of chapter 1. A solid chapter, but the trolls, man, they're just so out of place. They ruin the unique aesthetics of the map, the good flow of the map, and the good challenge that comes with it. One more thing I wanted to mention before I move on. This map comes with melee reskins, and like time and time before, the melee reskins are kind of a hit or miss. Some melees take up too much of your screen, while other melees just look buggy. Chapter 2 does exactly what Chapter 1 does, with the unique level design mixed in with the well-placed supply drop. Exploration rewarded alongside puzzles that are complex yet not impossible. The main puzzle of this level is a crane that moves with a wooden box. Each failure attempt is an instant death. I know, right? Insane. A puzzle that doesn't immediately kill you. I mean, this is innovative. Each time you fail the puzzle, a horde spawns. And guess what? The map rewards you for completing the puzzle. I mean, this is what Left 4 Dead 2 is all about. Tight, challenging, and rewarding gameplay. All made easier when working together. Some people take care of the defense, while one person takes care of the puzzle. But then, suddenly, the map just throws a curveball out of nowhere. Insane parkour, which if you mess up, all your progress is gone. It's not easy parkour. It's some serious Mirror's Edge type stuff.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest jump.
Just like that jumping.
I just don't get it. Left 4 Dead 2 and parkour is like trying to make Dark Souls into a first-person shooter. Maybe it could work, but basically doing it without changing some core mechanics just makes it feel janky. All this while a smoker can smoke you off when you're doing the parkour. It's just odd. It really is. Right after this, we go inside of a building that explodes. The map becomes really confusing on where to go since the fog and the infinite horde is thrown on top of you, and the path you have to go is filled with fire and smoke that damages you. All of this chapter, and I really mean all of it, just feels like self-sabotage. I know I've used that word already, but it just doesn't feel right. It's like another map creator just kind of swooped in and took the original map creator's idea and just mixed it up. Chapter 3 starts inside of a train and a panic event. You slide through some narrow pathways into this giant pipe room. There is another puzzle that rewards you here, but at this point, the novelty has worn off from all the BS of the prior chapters. You're supposed to collect gas cans while waves of infinite hordes come after you alongside with specials and tanks. Doing this unlocks the top safe house, which causes a crescendo event, which translates to an entire chapter worth of infinite hordes. This goes on forever, for an entire 20 minutes, 30 minutes, doesn't matter how long you go. Mixed in with tanks and specials, you gotta bring down a car and then the map hits you with an unfinished message, basically signaling the end of the entire campaign. Kink at its core shows a lot of promise. There is almost no other map in the workshop like it. It's unique in its way of rewarding players for exploration, bar none, compared to so many other maps I've played, yet it sabotages itself with trolls that just come out of nowhere. On top of that, instead of capitalizing on the map's solid design and having faith in it, it throws random gimmicks out of nowhere, like parkour, infinite gauntlet events that span over 10 minutes. Because of that, the careful balance is thrown out the window. For a map design and play tested around expert realism, it sure didn't feel like it was. So many tanks mixed in with hordes with strange pathing and bugs just decimate the experience. To be fair, this map is a work in progress, but let's be honest, it'll never be finished. That being said, this map is a 6 out of 10. Very unique, very strong design, but it's dragged down by its very random choices. Parkour, bugginess. The only other map that I've played that is somewhat similar to Kink is the Resident Evil series, but even those maps don't quite feel as unique as Kink. It's a damn shame that this map will never be finished.